to the second toughest, not toughest, second important examination in India. That is what is UGC NET. So, without any introduction, I can present my presentation. Hope that the PPT is visible to you. Sir,
yes, sir. Clear.
So, as far as first paper is concerned, there are 10 segments. I think it is available. It is available in a website like UGC or NTA website. So, once again, I will explain all these segments like teaching aptitude, first part, second part research aptitude, reading comprehension, reading a passage and writing answer to the questions, then the communication, reasoning including mathematical, logical reasoning, data interpretation, information and communication technology, ICT, people and environment, higher education stuff, governance, polity and administration. These are the topic we expect for first paper. I hope that all of you know this. If anybody is experienced already, anybody experienced the UGC examination already, they might have experienced with a similar type of questions from this area. So I think we need to pinpoint one thing. So today I like to explain the area from logical reasoning. It's a very important topic, not only in UGC first paper. This is also very important for all competitive examination, including the examination like CSAT, Staff Selection Commission, Combined Graduate Level Examination, or all Staff Selection Commission examination, or similarly the bank examination, IBPS bank PO examination, or even the global examination like GRE, GMAT, etc., or even some admission test like CAT, SAT, SNAP, etc. This topic is very important. So those who provide so much of effort in this area, they can easily clear number of competitive exams. So I like to say, or my topic is clearly deal with the logical reasoning today. So there are n number of topic in logical reasoning. All people know that these are the topic in logical reasoning. So those who want to attend this type of coaching class, especially online coaching class, you need to come with a book and pen. So you need to write. The first slide is available in NTA website or UGC website, but the second slide is not available from the NTA website. What are the topic to be considered logical reasoning? So already there are number of segments like syllogism. First, syllogism. Second, statement argument. Third, statement and course of action. Fourth, statement and conclusion. Next, statement and assumption. Then problem and solution, assertion reasoning, analytical decision making test. So of which some of the area is very relevant for UGC examination. They are asking from syllogism. You can see the cursor, syllogism, 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 and they are also asking question from assertion reasoning. This is also very important for the topic like paper 2. That means they are not asking the question in direct way. They are asking in the form of assertion and reason. So those who have the logic in deal with your subject, they can able to provide the right answer for assertion and reason. Sometimes your position may be M.Com rank holder, but those who who can think critically. Critically means with that in, there is a statement and below that reason. So in such a way, your thinking is not in that way, you cannot provide answer for that question. Okay, so our topic that will today and tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we will discuss the topic like syllogism, uh, something like assertion reason, then the type of arguments, and there are some area like statement and assumption, etc. etc. So I think this topic is very important for all competitive examination. I repeatedly say that this is very important for all competitive examination. Okay, so once again I like to say, so today's topic is purely deal with the syllogism. Before that, we can learn some sort of introductory thing before learning syllogism. You know this person, Aristotle. This person is considered to be the father of deductive reasoning. I think induction, deduction, these type of reasoning are very important especially when we deal with the topic like syllogism. So syllogism purely deal with the deductive reasoning. So Aristotle, who lived between 384 to 322 BC, already mentioned there. I think the history of Aristotle and biodata of Aristotle is not important for competitive examination, but Aristotle is considered to be the father of deductive reasoning. Aristotle is considered to be the father of deductive reasoning. Very important. And this is what is deduction. What is deduction? Deduction, I think, if something, a picture is there, that picture is equivalent to a triangle. Triangle means not an upward triangle, it's a downward triangle. Deduction is starting from general premises. So what is general premises, what is particular premises, that we will discuss later. Okay, so I think as far as a newcomer is concerned, general statement, particular statement, these are something new for them. But later means after 2 or 3 slides, we will discuss what is general statement, what is particular statement, etc. etc. So deduction start from a general statement and ending on a particular statement. For example, say something like all students in government colleges are very intelligent. This is a general statement. And later, one additional statement like that, something like a person, like Anil is a student in a government college. So you can deduct that Anil is an intelligent student. So this type of process is called deduction. Okay, and deduction is invented by, or who is considered to be the father of this process, that is Aristotle. Okay. So Aristotelian logic. Again, we will consider a logical fallacy. What is a logical fallacy? Believing that the statements are, aforesaid statements are true, whatever deduction you have been done, that deduction is considered to be true. Okay, so logical fallacy we will discuss later. Just like a statistical fallacy, there is a fallacy in logical fallacy. Something like it is in connection with what? Okay. That means most of the criminal offense, all criminal, that means something like a doctor, that means that statement we will discuss later. This is called a logical fallacy. Logical fallacy means flawed in taking deduction. Flawed in taking deduction or mistake in taking deduction is considered to be logical fallacy. Okay, that we will discuss later. Okay. Now, the next person, I think this person is very prominent, like Francis Bacon. So when you go for PhD coursework, this person might be in your syllabus, like Francis Bacon. Who is Francis Bacon? Francis Bacon is considered to be the father of induction. Induction is very important, especially in connection with the research. As far as a philosopher is concerned, what is research means? It's an inductive deductive process. It's an inductive deductive process. With an induction, you can generalize a statement, and by using a deduction, you can prove that statement whether it is true or false. So this is what is a way of getting new knowledge. Okay. So Francis Bacon is considered to be the father of induction. So induction is something like an upward reentry. That will start from a particular statement and ending on a general statement. So there is an example, frequently there is an example in connection with the induction. Like morning, you have seen a bird and realized that the color is black. Then noon, you have seen the same bird and realized the color is black. Then evening, you have seen the same bird, realize the color is black. And whenever you see that bird, you realize the color is black. So finally, you tempted to make a general statement. That general statement is called the all crows are black. So this is called induction, inductive reasoning. Okay. Without the induction, no deduction is possible. Okay. So the induction, output of induction is something like a general statement. That general statement is a probable conclusion, not 100% sure. Normally, we consider that inductive statement is something like or equivalent to hypothesis. Okay. So our what is induction? This is what is called the induction. Okay. Induction is clearly mentioned there. I already explained what is called induction. So induction, deduction, two words already you learn what is induction, what is deduction. So my next topic purely deal with what is called syllogism. So our first area, syllogism. How syllogism questions are arrived in UGC or competitive examination? It is something like this. There are two statements. Statement number 1, statement number 2. Statement number says some chairs are table. Statement number 2 says some tables are furniture. Like that. Then based on these two statements, we need to draw two conclusions. We need to evaluate two conclusions. Conclusions are given in the question, and our duty is to check which conclusion is true or which conclusion is false. Okay, so this is our frequent question. I like to say that these are the frequent questions in UGC examination. If you take your previous question paper, you can see this the similar type of questions are being asked by UGC, or similar type of question has been asked by UGC. So the next area I like to mention, second area, like different type of syllogism. What are the different type of syllogism? One is called the categorical syllogism. I think these type of words are very important for UGC examination, particularly because in UGC examination they are asking theoretical part of syllogism. But if you go for rank PU examination or something like Staff Selection Commission examination, that means there is no theoretical question. They are asking only practical question. There are two statements, and below that two conclusion, and there are different options. The questions are something like this. Question 11 to 15 belongs to this category. Mark A, Mark B, Mark C, Mark D. These type of descriptions are given. You need to solve the question accordingly. So different type of syllogism, very important. One is called the categorical syllogism. Second is called the... So, any problem? Shivapriya, please mute your audio. Shivapriya, please mute your audio. Okay, thank you. So there are different type of syllogism which may be categorized as, one is called the categorical syllogism. Second is called the disjunctive syllogism. Third is called the hypothetical syllogism. Okay, categorical syllogism, disjunctive syllogism, hypothetical syllogism. Okay, categorical means your answer should be very clear. either A or B, either yes or no. That means if a person is very clear mind, having clear mind, then it may be called a categorical answer. Similarly, categorical syllogism may be like all M is P, all S is M, so there is no doubt, which contain only categorical proposition affirming or denying. So either a positive statement, all M is P, or a negative statement, no M is P. So this is called the categorical syllogism. Okay, if there is a question, if you like me, yes, this is a categorical answer. No, that is also a categorical answer. Yes, but it's not a categorical answer. No, but this is not a categorical answer. Okay, so categorical syllogism means very important, where either it contains a positive, 100% positive statement or 100% negative statement. Okay, categorical syllogism means either you can say all M is P, or you can say all no M is P. So one is positive and second is negative, and this is called the categorical syllogism. Categorical answer. What is categorical answer? If your answer is yes, it's a categorical answer. If your answer is no, it's a categorical answer. If your answer is bold, so you can say it is categorical answer. Okay, bold means 100% sure. So yes, either no, either yes or no. So there is no confusion between yes or no. So that situation is called the categorical syllogism. Or otherwise we can call it as it's a black and white syllogism. I think one color is black and second color is white. Even a small baby, an infant, can easily categorize this color. This is black, this is white, like that. So it's called the categorical syllogism. So I think it's very clear, categorical syllogism. Second thing is called a disjunctive syllogism. Disjunctive syllogism means it's a very complicated, compound, disjunctive or alternative premises asserting the truth of at least one or two alternatives. Okay. So what is the difference between categorical syllogism and disjunctive syllogism? It is the difference between Rama and Krishna. Rama is concerned only single wife, Sita. So disjunct Krishna, second is disjunctive syllogism. That means there are 16,008 wives. 16,008 wives. So where 8 wives are having name like Rukmini, Satyabhama. So we can say Rukmini and Satyabhama and Krishna and Jambavati and like that. Okay. So disjunctive syllogism where the preposition may be in the form of like either A or B. Either P is true or Q is true. Either P is true or Q is true. So this type of syllogism is called disjunctive syllogism. So if a question is there and your answer is between yes or no, then you will be confused or you will be confusing mode. You cannot say this is yes and this is no. So such a situation is called disjunctive syllogism. Okay. And hypothetical syllogism means which contain one or more compound, hypothetical or conditional proposition affirming that if one of its components or antecedent is true, then the other components or is true. So if one condition is true, then the other condition is true. Like that. If your position as a male, then this question is relevant. If your position as a female, then this question is relevant. So this type of syllogism is called the hypothetical syllogism. Hypothetical syllogism is not important for discussing practical questions, but categorical syllogism and disjunctive syllogisms are very important for discussing practical questions. So these are the three types of syllogism we want to discuss in UGC examination. Okay. Now next, I hope that you know what is the meaning of induction, what is the meaning of deduction, and what is syllogism. Syllogism we will discuss once again. Syllogism. What is syllogism? Syllogism means if you delete the first two letters, what is called SY, then the remaining is called the meaning of syllogism. Or otherwise, taking logical deduction is called the syllogism. Okay, what is the meaning of syllogism? If you search in Google, then Wikipedia says syllogism means it is logical deduction. It is equivalent to logical deduction. Then another website, philosophabout.com, then says syllogism means it is something like deductive reasoning. It deals with the deductive reasoning. And if you again search, number of websites are there, like then number of dictionary, then again this dictionary says that this is a deductive process. Taking conclusion, whether evaluating a conclusion, whether it is valid or not, by using a deductive process, and then it's called syllogism. So what is syllogism? Syllogism means logical deduction. Logical deduction. This is the meaning of syllogism. If you delete sy, the remaining is the meaning of logism. Okay, remaining is the meaning of syllogism. Logical deduction. This is the meaning of logical deduction. Logical proof. Checking the truth of statement or by using deduction. So deductive statement is called, that means this is the meaning of syllogism. So who is the father of syllogism? Can anybody say the answer? Please unmute your audio and says me who is considered to be the father of syllogism. It is Aristotle. Already we discussed, because Aristotle is considered to be the father of deductive reasoning. So syllogism is purely deal with the deduction. So that's why that's why. So next we want to discuss some sort of terms. If you want to familiarize a new topic, you need to know some sort of terms, or otherwise the remaining discussion is very difficult. Okay, so these are the terms, like what is middle term. So before that, I like to say what is premises. The second word, premises. Here and after, we won't say statement, but instead we will say premises. Premises means a statement with one subject and one predicate. So normally there is a question, what is the subject and what is predicate? So if you take this example, you can see that the first word chair, second word table. Some is considered to be qualifier. Chair is the subject, table is the predicate, and R is the connecting word. Once again, some is qualifier, chair is subject, R is the connecting word, table is the qualifier. Okay, so sometimes instead of some, the word is all. So all chairs are table. So where all is considered to be qualifier, chair is a subject, R is the connecting word, table is the predicate. So what is subject, what is predicate means very easy. You just take some of the online dictionary, you will get the meaning what is called the subject and predicate. Kartavum karma. Okay. Predicate oriented language, subject oriented language. I think English is the subject oriented language. It's called the active voice. Malayalam is a predicate oriented language. Okay. That means in connection with the Malayalam, we repeatedly use passive voice. Okay. So, like to say, this is the common format of a premises. So, what is premises? Please write a statement with one subject and one predicate. Very important. A premises means a statement with one subject and one predicate. Normally, the subject start with a qualifier like all, or no, or some not, like that. So this is said to be a premises. So here and after, whenever you see the word premises, you realize that the correct meaning is a statement. Okay, so normally if check in some of the websites, like question for syllogism, you can see that it is P1, P2, etc. P1 means premises number 1, P2 means premises number 2. Okay, so here and after, premises means you can imagine that it is a statement. Okay, it's a statement. So after 2 days class, we can discuss some questions. So whenever we discuss questions, the matter will be very interesting. Okay, so listen. Premises: a statement with one subject and one predicate is called premises. Okay, then next word, middle term. The middle term means a term which is repeated in both premises. So now you consider this. Some chairs are table. Premises number 1. Here and after we won't use statement. We will use the statement like premises 1 and premises 2. Premises 1, some chairs are table. Premises 2, some tables are furniture. Consider table and table. That means the table is the only word which is repeated in both premises. In both statement we have one word which is repeated in both premises, and that word is considered to be middle term. Very important. Middle term means the term which is repeated in both premises. So according to this syllogism, table is there. Table is considered to be predicate, and table is considered to be predicate in first, and table is subject in second. So table is considered to be middle term. Very important thing. Okay, so 2 terms we have already discussed. One is premises, second is middle term. Then the next word, what is major term premises? I think all students must have a book and pen. They can write, or after this class, this presentation will be in your WhatsApp group. I will post this presentation in your WhatsApp group, most probably today or tomorrow. So you can check this PPT and collect all the terminology related to syllogism. So what is major term premises? Major term premises means a premises in which middle term is arrived as subject. Once again, a premises means a statement in which middle term is arrived as subject. For example, earlier we discussed some chairs are table, some tables are furniture. So using our current knowledge, we can easily trace out the middle term. Middle term is table, because table is repeated in both premises, where table is arrived as subject in second premises. Okay, table is arrived as subject in second premises. So second premises is considered to be, that means some tables are furniture, is considered to be major term premises. Okay, second term is considered to be major term premises. Very important thing. So frequently we are using major term premises and minor term premises in our discussion. So you must have a clear idea what is major term premises, what is minor term premises. So some chairs are table, some tables are furniture. Some tables are furniture means table is the middle term. Table arrived as subject in second premises. So second premises is considered to be major term premises. So you can guess what is minor term premises. You can guess what is minor term premises. Minor term premises means that the middle term arrived as predicate. A statement in which middle term is arrived as predicate in minor term is called the minor term premises. So the same example, some chairs are table, some tables are furniture. Here the first statement is the minor term premises. Okay, so table arrived as predicate in first statement. So first statement or first premises is considered to be minor term premises. Hope that the fundamental 4 words are very clear. 4 words means premises, middle term, major term premises, minor term premises. Okay, then the next word, conclusion. So here and after, conclusion will be coded as C, C1, C2, like that. So if you check some of the websites or website which is given to you some sort of question belongs to syllogism, you can see that it is ordered as P1, P2, C1, C2, which means P1, P2 being premises 1 and premises 2, C1, C2 means conclusion 1 and conclusion 2, like that. Okay. So a conclusion is the last part of something. It is the end of result. So when you write a paper, you always end by summing up your arguments and drawing a conclusion about you have been writing up. A statement can be validly drawn from 2 or 3 statements is called conclusion. Okay. So according to this syllogism, conclusion means a valid statement which can be drawn from 2 or 3 premises. Okay, 2 or 3 premises. Now there are different types of conclusion. Okay, so even induction, deduction, we have different type of conclusion like probable conclusion and a definite conclusion. So here the conclusion is classified as initially 2 categories based on the number of statements and based on the dependability. Based on number of statements, this may be immediate conclusion and immediate conclusion. Okay, immediate conclusion and immediate conclusion. Then based on the dependability, we classify the conclusion as independent conclusion and dependent conclusion. Okay, so immediate conclusion. What is immediate conclusion? Immediate conclusion means a conclusion which is taken from a single premises. Premises means a statement. If a conclusion is taken from a single statement is called immediate conclusion. That means without referring a second statement or without referring a second premises, suppose you take a conclusion, it is called immediate conclusion. Okay, immediate conclusion means suppose you take a conclusion without referring the second statement is called immediate conclusion. So most of the reversion means if a subject becomes predicate and predicate becomes subject, it is called reversion. Okay, that means reversion means if a subject is subject become in its premises, if subject become predicate and predicate becomes subject, it is called reversion. So most of the valid reversions are considered to be immediate conclusion. Most of the valid reversions are considered to be immediate conclusion. For example, all chairs are table. So in the statement, chair subject table is predicate. So if you reverse it, all tables are chairs, then it become or it is said to be reversion. If you reverse the statement, so this is not a valid reversion because if you take all chairs are table, it cannot be reversed as all tables are chairs. Or just a logic like X is the father of Y, so you cannot reverse it, Y is the father of X. Or like that. So that we will discuss later. Okay, so what is immediate conclusion? Once again, I like to say that immediate conclusion means a conclusion which is taken from a single premises or single statement. Okay, very clear. Then the second thing is called immediate conclusion. Immediate conclusion means a conclusion which is taken from 2 or 3 premises. A conclusion which is taken from 2 or 3 premises is said to be immediate conclusion. Okay, 2 or 3 premises. It's a mediating conclusion. If you delete IM, then you will get mediate. If you delete IM from immediate, so the remaining is mediate. Mediate conclusion is a conclusion is taken from 2 or 3 premises. It is said to be mediate conclusion. Very clear? Okay. Similarly, based on dependability, dependent conclusion, independent conclusion. Independent conclusions are categorical conclusion. Categorical conclusion. What is categorical? We already discussed earlier. Categorical conclusion means there is no confusion between yes or no. Either yes or no with 100% confidence. It's called mediate conclusion. Okay, sorry, independent conclusion. That means there is 100% confidence on the part of some people that this is yes, this is Y. Okay, so this is called independent conclusion. But dependent conclusion means you can say either A or B. A, that means the contrast of A and B is not visible to a common people. They consider that A and B are same. Similarly, Dependent conclusion means the answer is either A or B. So normally dependent conclusions are something like the disjunctive syllogism. Disjunctive syllogism already we discussed. So sometimes your option may be either A or B. It is something like a disjunctive syllogism. Or otherwise we call it as a dependent conclusion. That means the conclusion 1 depends on the conclusion B. So if conclusion A is happen to be valid, then automatically B become wrong. Or otherwise, if B become right, then automatically A become wrong. Dependent event. A baby in womb is considered to be a dependent event. Why? So if it happens to be a male baby, it avoids the happening of female baby. If it happens to be a female baby, it avoids the happening of female baby. It's mutually exclusive. So either male or female. Okay. So I hope that the time is now 5 o'clock. So the remaining topic we can discuss tomorrow. Tomorrow same time. Remaining topic we can discuss tomorrow. That is tomorrow same time. Same time means at